Welcome, everyone, to famed Sanford Stadium between the hedges in Athens, Georgia, home to the Bulldogs and 90,000 of their closest friends. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the number 10 team in the country, LSU Tigers, taking on the third-ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Dogs will kick it away and get this game going. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would be better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Pitches to the back. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field, so let's check this call. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, LSU.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop for the offense pinned back. Keeping it on the ground here. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. And the tailback's got it again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
So on the opening drive, they're backed up here now, 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They're in the right place at just the right time.
What's the call here? The drive begins with excellent field position. Heading left after the handoff. Will he score here? He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. We'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner decides to fair catch this. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. And they bounce back from that costly error here. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The game makes it second and medium. Pressure is coming. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
But what an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior. And Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years. And it's nice to see that this player right here.
And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
How about that? The defense does their job on third down and long. They get after that quarterback, and now it's fourth and forever. Coverage did its part. Let's not forget about that. Buying the pass rush enough time to get after the quarterback.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made. Room to run here. Stiff arms the man. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
And the Bulldogs looking to cash in this red zone trip. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And it's picked off in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
He lets it go on the move. He makes the grab. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And he'll set up to throw. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Gain of 16. That's the end of the first quarter. The score, Georgia 7, LSU 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Handoff in a single back formation. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And the point after is good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking to pass here on second down. And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. The pass is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
Finding enough space for a solid game before they stop him.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. So here we go, third down in the red zone. A kind of play that decides football games. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. So no hesitation. The offense is on the field to go for it here. It's a crucial play. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Launching one to the end zone. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to try the extra point. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
LSU 14, Georgia 7.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position and were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. That's an important first down in that running play. From the shotgun, drops back, fires it to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia. See if they can convert the point after. And it's good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Gets some blocks. They chased him down, but a huge play on the return. Very fortunate that wasn't brought all the way to the house. Just a bit more, and that's a touchdown. That's their second of the half. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Powering through. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. This one is right through. And with that, they retake the lead. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. They'll tackle him right at the 31. A gain makes it second and medium. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. He'll take a deep shot here. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looks like he's going to run it. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. Here's a first down, not wasting any time to get that conversion on fourth. Offense looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
He's back to throw again on second down. He's got it for a big gain. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. The Dogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And here comes a deep shot. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. He's going to take another shot right here. Catch made down inside the 15. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. First and goal, an opportunity to take the lead before halftime. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. Offense moving backwards here a long way from the goal line now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. And they've got him, the defense, making a statement on the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this 3rd quarter underway. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid game here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works. The Bulldogs will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. Oh, and he's got some space here. Still going. It's a foot race. And he's going to finally head out of bounds. You talk about flipping the field and setting up his offense in tremendous field position. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They're going to run it here. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. He'll ride the back again here. Hard running there. Breaking tackles. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Will take the lead in the second half. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them up 3. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Takes the ball and heads to the left. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Offense getting set. It's second down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
And they'll go right back to him on first down.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's picked for a third time tonight. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. He's going to hand this off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts.
He's going for a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes the shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down. And here comes the punter onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the returner will be brought down. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Passes the 40. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Looking right, this one caught. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Single back, takes the handoff. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And now the handoff. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Takes the handoff again. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of him.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, LSU 24, Georgia 21.
An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a 3rd and goal. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Finding a bit of space. Ball carrier running through tackles. Heads out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down and
Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. On the run here, lets it go. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. Punt team ready to boot it away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team now. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Come to the line for second down and very short now.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second.
And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Makes the catch inside the 10-yard line. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal. First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the fourth quarter? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Touchdown, Dogs. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter, to give them the lead.
Point after, up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. Touchdown, LSU. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
Kick is up and good. They go up by 3 here in the fourth quarter. Can they hang on? Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
LSU 31, Georgia 28.
This one will be fair caught. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Looking to pass here. They lose yards on first down, so second and long from the 16. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And they heave it deep downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Georgia. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Returner looking to create better field position. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? Look at a scramble. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. It's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
And here's the return now from midfield. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so they have to run a couple of plays here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
You can almost sense the coaches challenge this offensive line before they went out on the field, how important this drive is with the lead late in the football game. They are hitting people and pushing people around up front and being able to get positive yards on 1st and 10.
Here's the second down play. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Smart play to keep it on the ground to try to keep that clock moving, but there's still a lot of work here on third down for this offense with the lead. Face it, you got one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Put the ball in his hands, let him work his magic.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Tackle quickly, but a solid gain. Ball spotted at the 25 now.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to it.
The Dogs enter the final minute here, just looking to run the clock out. It's a shotgun run call. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 1st and goal. If they play this right, they can pretty much put the game on ice. And the Sultan were able to bring him down quickly. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. And on the carry, he's heading left. And he takes it into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. That one's going to hurt. Take that crucial touchdown off the board, back them up, and we'll see if they can score again. Third down play for this offense. And it's a kneel down. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side. Well, they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.